You are listening to episode 2 of the Aligned Actor podcast. Okay, technically you're listening to episode 1 because I recorded this episode first after I had a total and complete meltdown trying to record episode 1. But it turned out that I needed the message of this podcast episode so that I could record that first podcast episode that hopefully you've already listened to. Also, side note, I want to tell you, airplanes, you're just going to hear them. Get used to it. I also have a web series, Schlerbits, that's a comedy web series that you can go and find online. And, that's where, whenever I hear an airplane now, I'm like, I have to hold for plane. And then I was like, it's a podcast. It's fine. Just let it happen. Don't worry about it. So I do reference that. So we get a little sidetracked, but then we continue on. I think that's all I wanted to tell you before you enjoy this second episode of the Aligned Actor podcast. So please enjoy. Welcome to the Aligned Actor podcast. I'm Amy Schlerb, and I am an actor and a student of conscious creation, looking to learn, grow, and share my experiences with you so that together we can master our mindsets and manifest the careers of our dreams. Let's play. Welcome to another episode of the podcast, the Aligned Actor podcast. I've been trying to start this podcast, and I've kind of been freaking out a lot and feeling really unsure, and a lot of anxiety has been coming up for me. And been reaching out to friends and getting support, and that's been really great and really helpful. And then then I was washing dishes today. And my son was playing with this little toy truck that he has. And he puts the boulders into it. And then it says things like, "Yay, you did it. Good job." And all of that kind of stuff. And it hit me that we cheer our children on when they try new things. But for some reason, we stop doing this for ourselves as we get older. So like when my son was learning how to walk, I didn't go like, "Oh, you fell, stupid baby. You're such a horrible walker. Like you're never gonna get this. You're just never gonna get this. You're just gonna crawl around forever, like whatever." No, I was literally standing there being like, "Yay, yes, you can do it. You can do it. Try again. Literally, I was a champion for him or a cheerleader for him. And yet for myself, and I don't know, do you do this too? When I try something new, like this podcast, I tend to go, I have no idea what I'm doing. This sucks. This is crap. Ugh, I'm never going to get this. I don't know what, this sounds horrible. Why? Why am I doing this to myself? It doesn't feel good. It certainly doesn't help me get any better at the thing that I'm trying to do. And if anything, it makes me want to quit. And I want to close up shop, and I want to say like, nope, too scary, not for me, which I almost did yesterday. I almost stopped. I almost completely stopped. I was like, I can't do this. I don't know what I'm doing. Forget it. Like, this was a stupid idea. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm not going to do this. And I didn't. Because now I'm starting to get better at listening to my champion instead of my gremlin. And there's an airplane going over, which is funny because on Schlerbits, I'd be going, "We gotta stop, hold for plane." But this is a podcast, so we don't have to hold for the airplanes. It's fine. So that's fun. Sidetrack. So anyway, I'm getting, see, and this is an example of like my perfectionist brain is going like, we should have, I don't know, maybe we should edit this out. I'm not sure. This is freaky. But I'm trying to let go of that. So we're not going to edit that. I'm just going to say that. So yeah, I want to get better at listening to my champion instead of my gremlin. So we all have those little gremlin voices that, like what I was saying before, the one that's saying like, "Oh, this sucks. That was stupid. Why did you do that? Ugh, you're never going to get this. You're never going to be able to record a podcast. Why do you think you can record a podcast? Who's going to listen to your podcast? This is stupid. You're stupid." But instead I want to listen to that champion voice, the one that says, "Yes, you recorded your first podcast, or you're about to go record your first podcast. You're now recording your second podcast before your first podcast. But again, progress over perfection. But you recorded your first podcast. That's amazing. Woo! Or in my case, I guess it would probably say something like, wow, you tried to record your first podcast, but you had a big, ugly cry about it. Yay! You're learning, you're growing, you're figuring out things. You're doing it. Try again. Go do it again. Try more. Doesn't that sound like more fun? I think it does. So I think that whenever we start something new, a new creative project, if we're facing a bigger role than we've ever tackled before, whatever it is, I want us all to pretend like we're a little kid doing it for the first time. And I want us to cheer ourselves on and celebrate every single step and every single misstep along the way. And I think that's the way that we keep going on our projects. And that's the way that we keep growing and we keep expanding our skill set and our craft. Because we're never going to do anything perfect the first time around, guys. We're going to learn and we're going to grow as we do it. So let's tune into our champions and let's tune out our gremlins. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to tune into my champion. I'm going to tune out my gremlin. I'm going to go back and I'm going to record that first episode of this podcast. And I'm not going to let it bother me or mean anything that technically it's the second episode of the podcast. Because I'll release these in whatever order I want to. Thank you very much. I'm doing this like a little kid, taking their first steps. Sometimes that first step goes sideways, which it did in my case. And there's another airplane. I live in the flight path of the Burbank airport, so that's fun. Get used to those airplanes. You're going to be hearing a lot of them. So yeah, my first step went sideways and I fell on my butt. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get back up again and I'm going to try again. So I'm tuning into my champion and I'm going to go and record that episode right now. Or actually right after I tell you to please come and join me in our Facebook group. You can find it by going to facebook.com/groups/the Aligned Actor Community. I will also put a link in the show notes just in case I got that wrong. But I'm pretty sure that's it. And then also please subscribe to this podcast, rate and review the podcast, so that more actors can find us. That really helps the algorithms, apparently, all these things that I don't really know much about. So subscribe, rate, review the podcast so that more actors can find us and so that they can come and play with us too. Because I want us all to play together. Let's have fun playing together. Okay. Bye, guys. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. If you feel inspired to do so, please subscribe, rate, review, and share this podcast with your actor pals so that more people can enjoy the good vibes. Also, be sure to join the Aligned Actor community on Facebook by going to facebook.com/groups/the Aligned Actor Community. That's the place where this podcast gets interactive. It's a pretty fun party. You're going to want to get in on it. Until next time, remember, you are an amazing actor and you are creating the career of your dreams. Congrats!